Hi everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a Vtuber, and I'll be going over episode 2 of the new Ghost in the Shell anime. Essentially this show continues what was introduced in episode 1, where this Ghost in the Shell is a bit more comedic than the previous adaptations, like the original Ghost in the Shell movie and Standalone Complex. But regardless, it is still entertaining. It's always nice to see a different side of the major that hasn't been introduced before. So yeah, let's get started. So in the beginning, we get let's see, Togusa at his family home where he's taking care of his daughter, I believe, and he's worried about messing up at his job, making trouble for everyone, and also trying to be upstanding his husband to his wife. So he's nervous about that, especially since he messed up before, as he is a newbie in the squad. So it makes sense. And then we get another scene with the major and the rest of her group, at a bar, where Aramaki comes in, commenting on how the major has punched the minister before, and you can see that he is talking about how that he and the minister are not really on the same, or maybe sorry, and the major is mentioning how they're not on the same page. Essentially, minister would never test me to see whether or not I'd storm an orphanage, which makes sense. And then Aramaki mentioned he had a meltdown, declared the unit get dissolved immediately. And then he also provides two pieces of news, one good, one bad. So he talks about how the budget that they requested is higher than they expected, and the budget's 80% is found in capital to create a shell squad. It'll only answer to premise, and I'll be running a show. Meritocracy with no ranks. Guiding principle is that it'll seek out crime and nip the bud. So bad news is that it's more expensive than expected. Good thing is that they kind of get to do what they are originally planning to do, which is to help crack crime, which makes sense. Organization will always be on the offensive, which is nice. So in a way, it is both good and bad news, which makes sense. And also, he also helped pay for the alcohol. And we'll get a collection of all those brainwashing devices. He's waiting, and then there's not even us. That means the whole orphanage gone rogue thing was just bullshit. Yeah, it looks like it was a test. And then he also, Bato planned some fireworks on the car, and they damaged one car, but Aramaki was using a scooter, so he missed it. It's like, and then he's like, "Oh, make sure you pay us a lot," and then he says it'll be covered by a different department, essentially, which makes sense. Also, get a clip back of the orphanage. The reason why we don't get snacks is because people are gaming the system, which makes sense. And then you see this kid with the orange hair probably is one of the people gaming the system because he looks way too good compared to all the other kids. So, yeah. Skip the opening. Opening I do like, though. It's a nice song. And then a few months later, when their unit's more established and everything, you have Batos watching this rich guy in a jungle. So he's really hot in the spiral robot. I forgot what these are called, but regardless, it's nice to see how different these are compared to the blue ones. How am I supposed to stay in here with a case AC? Yeah, fair enough. It's way too hot. Now cut out for the surveillance work. He sees a bomb and stuff. And then he's taking, like, the guy watching taking important phone calls, and Armaki's also coming along too to see how they're going. He's providing alcohol that's watered down. And he's also sharing information on the Puppet Master, which I think is kind of similar to the one of the main villains in Standalone Complex, I think, has been tampering with every terminal on the net. And looks like involves some sort of interference with upcoming election. If you're not secret me with the Gavel Republic, sorry, let me correct myself. Secret me isn't a secret. He's former leader of the military junta that requested asylum in Japan. And then they're trying to summon the major here. Though she is having currently a moment because she's on vacation, but is also canceling her leave. And then we get some of more, I guess, the sexy time of the episode, which gonna just go through because it is a bit not the most appropriate to see in its full, but regardless, it is still done tastefully for the sake of TV anime, so not too bad. So just skip to that. But regardless, it's essentially the Major spending summer holiday vacation with her girlfriends, using the ghost key for I guess for out of body experience, I suppose. And then she need to meet somewhere, and then obviously Orga's not happy about this, so you devote your whole vacation to us. But it's like, nope, I gotta go. When they leave and do make her activate the room seal, so she's being courteous, and also she wants to give her back her equalizer, and someone's coming in. Or Makuchi to greet this guy here, who seems like an important man. And then looks like they're discussing a bit. Currently residing in country under pretext seeking medical treatment. As a result, the pro-junta faction still controls the country's platinum deposits. So yeah, it looks like just discussing a bit. It wasn't meant as earner, so it won't be used responsibly. Won't earn same attitudes. What's a government position? Don't get the ley line. It will make managing public opinion more difficult. Or do we accept this request for asylum and cut off aid? So they're trying to make a decision here. If we follow the money from the platinum, we might learn some interesting things. There's someone who provided tackling on to the junta. Charles Department can stay out and granted special jurisdiction. It looks like they're trying to see what happened to this woman over here. She's the foreign minister's interpreter. Because she and her Tokusa used to be close. So it looks like she's someone that Tokusa knew. 23 minutes ago, a virus got into her. How did they learn that she was infected? He changed the location every 7 minutes. He accessed her for 5 seconds. He's literally on the hook for helping us like this. Fair enough. This virus, what's the virus that's trying to reach her ghost? So they have a time limit trying to save that woman here. This is about how she's actually 62. No. Fired 12 times in 3 seconds. Okay, so this is talk about his weapon usage. So yeah, talk about their weapon, nothing special. Get closer and put down, turn 100% certainty. Get yourself a super compact cruise missile. Get to a certain distance. Okay. Hydran's 1 year carrying 2 guns in a 2-man cell. I talk about chaining his weapons, they're shooting through walls to rifles. We're just tracing the hacker who got the foreign minister's interpreter. Okay, we have to locate the perpetrator here. Don't wreck it. And then you can see that they're still, looks like they're trying their best to find the person. And then they're met by like a garbage truck. It looks like there's a guy who's hiding something in certain locations. Slack off the city will drown in its own garbage, so maybe have a second office. And then you can see that these two are probably involved with the interpreter virus. I don't know if the other person has in it to cheat. Oh yeah, one guy's talking about his wife wants a divorce. Do all to know if the other hasn't cheated. That's fair enough. And then there were broken glasses and plastic bags. One guy was bleeding. And then you can see that the Bateau and the other guy are trying to chase down the garbage truck and track the guy down. He'd be gone. So essentially, I think they're looking for the guy who left like a piece of paper before. So they're trying to find him. Then they mentioned how trash guys came and didn't really pick up his garbage, so they're kind of suspicious there. And then you can see that they're working on tracking him down. They attack with something else. They use something outdated. And then you can see that they're still working on it. Man, this guy at my favorite watering hole offered to lead the barrier breakers along the route for me. Her lawyer wouldn't let me see her. So essentially, one guy was helping him in exchange for I guess for this guy helping him, he's going to allow him to see his wife because due to divorce, the lawyers aren't allowing him to. And then you can see that they found this guy is the guy they're looking for. And then you can see that the people in the truck are trying to warn him. And then obviously the guy isn't happy, so he's like, "Oh, you ratted me out," which they weren't trying to, but it leads to Tokusu being AFK. So yeah. Anyway, regardless, looks like this is still ongoing case because I think the guy was able to get away so far. So yeah, overall, it's not a bad episode. It kind of like one sec. I don't want to get a ping for advertising. Anyway, but yeah, overall, it's been enjoyable so far. I feel like I'm definitely getting used to the change in tone, but it's not a bad thing because it's a good change of pace that I feel like is drastically different from the original or the previous Ghost in the Shell adaptation. So yeah, regardless, I'm seeing how well this continues to be an excellent adaptation, and we'll continue to see how it develops. All right, thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day. Looking forward to talking this more later.